just a few moments, we will hear from the most powerful black man in America today. Everybody, I don't think you heard the most powerful black man in the world. They ask why I seem so silent. On the phone with 23 stone columns. No name, fucking up the game, no columns. Everybody goddamn first world problem. The truth is inconvenience, not believers. Favorite Dr. Dreamers, said I'm FEMA. Fuck around and reading that. Top rising at the same time, like the synchronized. For making art, for making love, for making high. The home is where the hatred lies, they take it live. But everybody just so saved and sanctified. Then they rely upon you, fire on. King and I fire on. To not long before the war and fire home. I want yeah, let's go. Lady Liberty, face full of concealer. You know me. Peace to the sheep. Niggas are activists, y'all in fear of the kneeling. Everything's obtuse, nothing is obscene. Another young life was lost on live stream. Another quick stuff from grace and high steam. The price for 13 being some kind of dream. Was a man the first thing. Decipher what it means to planet the earth blade. The question remains, am I a journalist? Herbal journalist, Olympic tournament level genius, author of permanent. Don't turn back and return it, I'm not concerned with it. The permanent ink made the way I let's go. My hands against the wall outside of billiards hall. I hear police discussing whether to try and kill us all. I question if that matter. I was like a super cross in the woods, even where I phone footage to see it fall. Blatant chose the paper, make a statement. The fire pin up a pistol, ain't got a playpen. We go from musket to a missile. Let's go. We getting into it tonight. The new sun. And we're gonna get into what this means. What the new sun is, what the old sun was. If it's a new sun, there gotta be an old sun. We're gonna get through. We're gonna get through. His game be too. Trinidad, Tobago. I was in the dawn with they broke. Let's go, y'all. 6-4. Let's go. Won't verse you. They won't do it. Tell these Pan-Africans to stand on that content. Let's go. A world like this. Let's go. Because it's imperative that we change the narrative. Let's go, man. Peace to Black Thought, of course, man. Like always, man. We always got to rock Black Thought, the sage. We appreciate it. Peace to the 215, the 267, and the 302. Peace. What up, y'all? We around. Who we got around over here? We got Clay. Who we got? Let me go through the Johns real quick. We got a good one for y'all tonight, too. What's going on? Peace to the sheep. Clay Sneed, what up, baby? Armin, what up? What up? Keisha, what up? What up? Hey, Dilla, what up, baby? It's going down, man. We not African. It's going down. But tonight, what I'm going to show you I'm going to show you something very profound, because what has happened is we have been seeing a lot of really hot spells, they're calling them, right? They're saying that this is from global warming. They're saying this is global warming. Jen, what up? Peace, 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 peace. Yes, peace to segment. Peace, everybody is enjoying the live stream, man. So we're gonna get into it. Give me 1 second. Before we get started, I want to say and introduce Segment real quick. Peace to you, Segment. Segment gonna be doing something to read in this evening.
Peace, everybody.
Also, I want to pay divine honors to the universe, divine honors to the sun, divine honors to the ancestors, and divine honors to the planet. Peace to the gods and the goddesses of this universe, man. Y'all the ones, man. You're the ones who I'm talking to right now, man. I'm thankful that I incarnated at the same time you did. I can say that. Let's go. Thankful to be around when we have to push this light. I wouldn't want to be. I'm okay with right now. I know a lot of things happen to a lot of y'all in your lifetime, but they ain't no more past. Ain't no future neither. Ain't no none of that. The future is up for grabs. That's what we don't realize. It's up for grabs, but you can't get it in the physical. See? You can't get it in the physical. See, the thing is everybody thinks that because they see these physical things happening and they're dark and they're like bombs and wars and all of this shit. You see all these things and they're dark things, people dying all the time, all this shit. But really, what you don't realize is it's the dark cycle. It's the dark cycle. And right now is the end of the dark cycle. This is the end of the dark cycle. And we had the new sun. See, when the dark cycle comes, literally, we don't remember anything because we're completely attached to it. We're completely attached to how the earth moves. The earth has a light and dark cycle to it. This is what they don't teach you. The earth has a light and dark cycle to it. It travels like a sound, like this. It travels like a sound, more like this. It travels like a sound. It's up and down, up and down. So there's a light and a dark cycle, and your pineal gland reads that light and dark cycle. Now, if you go to a conventional scientist, he'll say, "Oh yeah, it reads the when the sun comes up and goes down, so you can go to sleep." You know. Now, why would you be connected to that? Ask yourself, ladies and gentlemen, why you would be connected to that. And we're going to get into some of the mythology this evening that's attached to these things. And I'm going to show you how some of these things because a lot of this stuff was just taken. It was taken from the ancient knowledge of what we knew happened in the cosmos. So we're going to get into some of the mythology, but we're going to get into how that correlates to today, what's happening today. And how the temperatures are getting hot, and it's certainly not from global warming. We done did this a couple times. I did this on my phone a couple times. Well, let me see if it works with me again. I ask a lot of this phone, so let me see. As you could imagine, let me see. Can everybody on the planet fit in Jacksonville, Florida?
Here are the listings for Planet Fitness near Jacksonville.
Oh, geez. See? Can everybody on the planet fit in Jacksonville, Florida?
According to Quora, so yes, the entire population would fit in Jacksonville quite comfortably.
Yeah. So you see right there. It ain't because of no damn global warming, because of too many people here. Some people would say, like, "Oh man, what do you mean? There's not enough resources." Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The fact that everybody could fit in Jacksonville, Florida, just Jacksonville. I didn't say the whole state of Florida. I said just the county of Jacksonville. Just the fact that that's true shows you that there ain't no goddamn global warming. And now, when you go take that road trip and it's a half an hour away, you'll start noticing, damn, there's a lot of open land. What the heck are they talking about? If you go from one town to another one, you're going to see so much open land. You're going to be like, damn, hold up. They done herded us like cattle up into these places. But I digress. Yes. So, let's get into it a little bit. Tonight, we will be getting into a little bit of Emerald Tablet 8. It talks about what happens during this time that we're in, or in coming out of, the dark cycle. It tells you what happens. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how that correlated to these other stories, to the Cain and Abel story, how they just scapegoated that man. They literally scapegoated him, acted like he was the evil one. But, they always do that. They do that today. They say that we're the evil ones, and then they're the good ones. Don't they? Yes, they do. It's part of their whole thing. The dark masquerading as the light. But tonight, I hope to paint a good picture for you, my people. We. I'm gonna give you a little bit of screen sharing action tonight. Get you. Now we can share some good photos with you. Hold on, before we get to doing all that now. Hold up. So we're gonna get into this because there's so much. There's so much. But we're gonna start. I think we should start with the Emerald Tablet. I think we're going to start this evening with the Emerald Tablet 8. We ain't going to even play no games. Let's get right into it. Emerald Tablet 8 for the people.
Tablet 8. The Key of Mystery. Unto thee, O man, have I given my knowledge. Unto thee have I given of light. Hear ye now, and receive my wisdom, brought from space planes above and beyond. Not as a man am I, but free have I become of dimensions and planes. In each take I on a new body. In each I change in my form. Know I now that the formless is all there is of form.
So it's kind of telling you that the formless, your spirituality, is what makes a form. That's what started off in the beginning. There was no form. There was no matter. But then the thought gave birth to time. And then what came the word. But let's keep going.
Great is the wisdom of the seven. Mighty are they from beyond. Manifest they through their power, filled by force from beyond. Hear ye these words of wisdom. Hear ye and make them thine own. Find in them the formless. Mystery is but hidden knowledge.
So you hear what he's telling you what I just told you. If you think that you're going to change something with the physical, you can't do it there. You're going to be able to, you have to move away from your body, what your avatar can do. You got to move away from that. You got to start moving inside your universe and start learning about what your universe can do and how it's very knowledgeable. You are the biggest supercomputer there is. So let's keep going.
No, no, and ye shall unveil. Find the deep buried wisdom and be master of darkness and light.
So you heard what he said. He did not say believe in you. What did he say? Believe, segment?
I didn't see that.
He said no. Can you read that again?
Mm-hmm. Know, and ye shall unveil, find the deep buried wisdom, and be master of darkness and light.
Master of darkness and light, where you can use darkness to be the light. Some people see me doing that earlier on TikTok, going ham sandwich and cheese. We brought the ham sandwiches. We had the whole tribe acting crazy up in TikTok earlier today. That was boy. That's what I'm saying. The people on here, they a little scarier. They don't want to be challenged on their platform. They're like, no, you can't come in here, man. But it's cool. I don't care. We're coming. Ain't no stopping it. Let me put this all the way down and then get it up. There we go.
Deep are the mysteries around thee, hidden the secrets of old. Search through the keys of my wisdom. Surely shall ye find the way. The gateway of power is secret, but he who attains shall receive. Look to the light, O my brother. Open and ye shall receive. Press on through the valley of darkness. Overcome the dweller of night. Keep ever thine eyes of the light plain, and thou shalt be one with the light.
There it is. Let's keep going.
Man is in process of changing to forms that are not of this world.
Okay.
Grows he is time to the formless, a plane on the cycle above.
So he's talking about he's going into the cycles now. He starts touching on the cycles, and this is what we want to talk about. We want to talk about the cycles. There's different cycles to the sun, y'all. This is what they do not ever tell you. There's different cycles to the sun. Okay? We're getting ready to get into it. So you don't have to just hear me saying it. See what I'm saying? We're moving, and this is the sixth sun. You can tell that this sun is not the same sun. This sun is it's a white sun. It's a white sun. The last sun was like a yellowish red kind of. This one is completely white. Let's keep going.
Know ye must become formless before ye are with the light.
So he's telling you right there. See, these emerald tablets, just in one sentence, have so much in it. Telling you, you can't come with your avatar. People are like, oh, I'm gonna meet my grandmom when I get to heaven. What the heck? You ain't gonna be in your avatar. You know how many avatars you had? Let's keep going.
List ye, O men, to my voice, telling of pathways to light, showing the way of attainment, when ye shall be one with the light. Search ye the mysteries of earth's heart, learn of the law that exists, holding the stars in their balance by the force of the primordial mist.
You see, he got a little rap game. Let's keep going. You can tell this our people. You can tell this our people. I'm just showing you.
Little swag
Let's
with
go.
it. Seek
Yeah.
ye the flame of the earth's life, bathe in the glare of its flame. Follow the three-cornered pathway until thou too art aflame. Speak thou in words without voice to those who dwell down below. Enter the blue litten temple and bathe in the fire of all life. Know, O man, thou art complex, of a being of earth and of fire.
A being of earth and of fire. You see, you ain't just your avatar. Now, I'm trying to tell you, you ain't just your avatar. This is actually you. That's something that's always telling you, do this or do that, move this way, move that way, do that. That's who you really are. It's telling you that because you've had many lives, and it knows. When you can use that and recognize it as your power, you're going to get strong. And this is what's trying to help you do. So you don't, this avatar is not what you identify anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You start moving away and stop pleasuring the flesh. You can start doing this, and then that's when you really start being able to spacewalk. You want to be a spacewalker? You want to be an astronaut? Don't be an astronaut. Astronaut, you don't want to do that. You want to be a universe being, and that's who you are. Your heritage is the stars, not just some landmass. And that's just a fact. Oh, okay, my bad. I went to the wrong spot. Oops.
I was just looking in the comments. They said I was echoing.
You echoing?
Do I sound any better, y'all?
Let's get through the comments real quick before we get going.
Okay.
Peace and abundance, beautiful people. Hey, Jamila, what's up? How y'all doing? We getting into these emerald tablets, but we're gonna show a lot of things tonight. We're gonna show I'm gonna paint the whole picture to you, how this even works to you. Got an echo sound like the Bible. Yes, plagiarize those words. Exactly. That's right. They tried to jump on you. Yeah, they tried to jump on me earlier. Some of y'all was up there. They ain't let me talk. Yeah, but that's okay because we know why. Who said that? Kenya. Yes, energy cycles, not global warming. Exactly. It's an echo when segment reads. Shoot. That's okay. We're gonna get over it. We're gonna figure it out. I got you. It just so happens I can read.
You said, yeah, that's better.
Is that better? Segment, say a whole sentence out loud, please.
Well,
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Could you say that, please?
if you guys aren't members of the Patreon and the Discord, make sure that you hit up Earth's bio. The links are in there. How am I sounding? That was my little test. I figure I'd throw that out there.
Testing. Go get the merch. That was a good testing. How'd that go, though, y'all? How you feel about that? That was better for you?
1 for good, 2 for bad.
Yeah, she sound better. All right, back. Let's get it. You know what I'm about to do. We're about to really give you the real teachings about all this. I'm about to lay it all the way down. I ain't gonna be sitting here playing. There's a lot of stuff to relearn, unlearn, and then relearn. You know what I mean? So let's do that. Let's start taking the steps back and really get an unequivocal knowledge of what we're trying to, the place we're trying to go. You know what I mean? And not just want that so bad that everything directs to that. No, because you have to take the good, the bitter with the sweet, because sometimes you find things that you don't want to know. You know what I mean? That ain't all the, like during the dark cycle, and I'm going to show you, like in the Aztecs and things like this, I'm going to show you the different things. But let's keep going.
Wisdom. Wisdom is hidden in darkness when lit by the flame of the soul. Find thou the wisdom and be light born, a son of the light without form. Seek thee ever more wisdom. Find it in the heart of the flame.
It's telling you right there. It's telling you right there. It's saying like this right. It's saying this right here is what you're supposed to be doing unequivocally. They literally take your mind off of doing this, no matter what. They don't want you thinking about this right here. Because if you do, man, you're going to be real strong. And this is giving you literally giving you your strength. Let's keep going.
Find it in the heart of the flame. Know that only by striving and light pour into thy brain. Know that only by striving and light pour into thy brain. Now have I spoken with wisdom. List to my voice and obey. Tear open the veils of the darkness. Shine a light on the way.
So he's telling you, now that you know I'm not playing, listen to me, and you don't need to be playing. Obey what I'm telling you. If you don't, you have no rules about yourself. You have not. What are you here for? To get a what? To have what? What they told you to have? This is what you're supposed to have. You want it or no? Let's go. Speak I of ancient Atlantis. That's like my favorite part when we start talking about this. Let's go.
Speak I of ancient Atlantis. Speak of the days of the kingdom of shadows. Speak of the coming of the children of the shadows. Out of the great deep were they called by the wisdom of earthmen, called for the purpose of gaining great power.
Okay. Now you see, you gotta realize what this is. This isn't just him talking about some dudes. He's talking about the fall of the consciousness. Your pineal gland reads the light and dark cycle of the universe and conveys it to the planet.
That's right.
You see, the light and dark cycle. You see, when the dark cycle comes, right? This is when things start changing into what we just came out of. All of that death and destruction and them running through, slamming babies against the fucking wall and all that type shit. The dark cycle. Let's keep going, though, because it gets in a little bit more, and you're going to want to hear this.
You got a couple of comments. I don't know if you want to hit them first.
Okay. We can address a couple comments before we move to the next page. Sure. Let's get in. Pretty Kitty, what up? 305, what up? Many Keys, what up, y'all?
That was the sound.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Give
them the business then.
Give them the business. We got them.
What up?
What up? The bald eight, what up?
I want to know everything.
Everything. I got you. You just stick around. Hold tight. Get you some popcorn. Roll up your L. Chill out. You're going to have a good time on this one. You're going to learn a whole lot.
Peace, Running Wolf.
You already know. I ain't come to play with you. Peace to you.
We have to completely deconstruct everything that we learned and go back to what we always knew. Then we'll know why we're here and what we have to do.
That's right.
Benny.
Shout out to that.
100. We're so disconnected. Yes. We getting back to it.
Crazy disconnected. Yes. So it tells you it's bringing that cycle in. Now we're talking about the fifth cycle. He's saying, look, y'all, there's going to come a cycle, a fifth cycle. The fifth cycle they're talking about. It has happened many times here. It goes back. It goes up to all the way to the, some say the 9 cycles, but from my knowledge, it's 7 cycles. 7 cycles, then you go back to the first cycle again. But let's go. And one cycle is more powerful than the next cycle. But let's keep going.
Far in the past, before Atlantis existed, men there were who delved into darkness, using dark magic, calling up beings from the great deep below us. Forth came they into this cycle. Formless were they of another vibration, existing unseen by the children of earth men.
Mm-hmm.
Only through blood could they have formed being. Only through man could they live in the world.
Only through the blood. This thing about to get deep on you. How many hellish beings did you incarnate here? How many communions did you have? So it starts talking about the formless dark beings before the Atlantis. We're talking about this has been here for hundreds of millions of years. See what I'm saying? Before the great Atlantis. Talking about a long time ago, right? But they're not talking about some dude came here. Are they? No. They're saying that there were formless dark beings here. Right? And only through blood could they be incarnate and could they be coming here like that dark being, those dark beings could be here on the planet. But it's going to talk about it a little bit more. And this is what the fifth cycle does. I'm going to show you.
Gene said, if there's a way to bring them in, there has to be a way to get them out, because
The offering, we're gonna get into it. Don't worry about it. Just let's take the path. Let's take the path. Let's not try to. We're gonna go all the way through, right?
Yep.
Yes, there is, and that's a good thought to have. But file that back, and let's get through the joint so we know what we need to do that. Exactly. You're exactly right. That's a great thought to have. Forth came them into these cycles, and they said it's the forth came them into this cycle. Formless were they of another vibration. See? As existing unseen by the children of earth men. So you can't see these. This is something going on that, see, you not realizing while you over here walking in the physical, you don't realize that they're incarnating hellish beings here. Okay, let's keep going. In the ages past.
In ages past were they conquered by masters, driven below to the place whence they came. But some there were who remained, hidden in spaces and planes unknown to man. Lived they in Atlantis as shadows, but at times they appeared among men. When the blood was offered, for they came they to dwell among men.
There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The blood of Jesus is incarnating hellish beings among people. Do you hear me? before Atlantis. Listen to what it says. So it's the cycle before the great Atlantis, right? You see? This had to be in another whole other cycle, right? A whole nother cycle of cycles. See? The cycle before the Atlantis cycle, you heard what it said. It said they came and dwelled in Atlantis as shadows while Atlantis was happening. You see? Then at the end, when the blood was, now let's keep going. I'm going to show you something. That's where I'm going to show you something. Now you're going to see what I'm talking about. You remember that story?
Y'all know what that story is?
Y'all know what this story is? I try to get the most melanated ones I could find with a little afro, with a homeboy had a shag. You can tell they brothers. They got an identical shag. You see it?
Cain and Abel, y'all.
When the new sun came, that fifth son, it brought the dark cycle, the Cain and Abel story. He's seen his brother blood sacrificing Abel. Abel brought the blood sacrifice. You see what Cain has here? You see how he's built too? Look, he built like goddamn. He built like a goddamn Greek god.
He got an 8-pack.
And look over here. He built like a goddamn Greek. Huh?
Hey, Mom.
Huh? Am I showing you? I'm showing you. Right in the emerald tablet, it shows this. It shows this. It says, in the cycle before Atlantis. And we know what happened in Atlantis cycle, don't we? We started snapping. We were snapping in the Atlantis cycle. We were snapping. Wasn't we? Yeah, we built a lot of things. But you see, it's the rise and the fall. It's the light and the dark cycle, like this. So when we had a light cycle and we got our powers, we're great in our powers. But then you start doing a downturn in your powers and you start seeing remnants of the next cycle. Like right now, you see they're going all out because they know the cycle is over. They're trying to act like they don't know that this is really what's happening. But this is really what's happening. Like this ain't no damn glowing roaring. They're just going all the way in. And the more blood sacrificing they do, they know that that's going to try to hold their manifestation on the planet. Sort of what we did. We did the same thing. We try to keep building pyramids and doing things to keep the consciousness from going, but it was no stopping it. Even Cain, man. Even Cain. It was no stopping it. Cain became Sargon, became the Sennacherib. That's the plant angel. But if you look up in the Bible, they demonize him. They say that he's he came back and started slaughtering motherfuckers and shit like that. Because he did. He did. The reason why is not why they said though. He did it because he's seen that his brother incarnated hellish beings on the planet and he was trying to get them out of here. That's where you see Sargon, the rise of Sargon. The rise of Sargon. Sargon means King Cain. In some languages it means legitimate king. But that's because he killed his brother. He killed his brother, who in the real story was the rightful king. And when Sargon killed his brother, he became Sargon. It's the same story. It's the same thing. Sargon, I showed you, and I had deciphered this the Sumerian tablet. That's the Sumerian who they call Enki and all of that, and Enlil and all of them. I did all of that, but I digress. We're not going into that. But that's Cain. That's who that is. That's who that is. Mom Dukes, peace to Mom Dukes. What up? So let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. Because you remember what happened during how did Atlantis fall? Remember? Because we're talking about, they start talking about that those dark energies was hiding in the shadows of Atlantis, right? Because Atlantis was shining bright, but there's always baby shadows there, and in them shadows, the dark energy still hides on the planet. You can never get rid of it. It hides until the next cycle is available and the blood is offered. You see? But let's remember, how did Atlantis fall? How? Sekhmet, do you remember how what happened to Atlantis, they say, in the Emerald Tablet? It says that it sunk.
Right.
It says that 2 islands in the global islands, because there was islands, Atlantis was a global society, but this was the hub of Atlantis. Yes, where we brought the fruits and vegetables and all that to all the other lands and things like that, and we brought the bags and all of those different things. Yes. That's why you see Cain doing that with the bag and all of that. They call him Sargon, or Enki. That's Cain. So what happens is, he says, untrustworthy, sacred knowledge was imparted to untrustworthy people, and the latter began using it for evil purpose, and they also adopted bloody sacrifice. This resulted in numerous incarnations of hellish beings among people. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Look around yourself. They will take a baby out. They don't give a shit right now. You hear them? You see them every day. Every day. You don't even gotta be outside. You can be sitting in your front door. You can hear them. Everything. Everything's everything going right down your street. Another person off of our own people, because it's the dark cycle. You think it's someone's fault and you think there's something wrong. You have to bring the light cycle. You have to bring it in. It ain't going to just come in on its own. You wouldn't be here if it could just come in on its own. You have the fruits and flowers offering. If the blood sacrifice incarnates hellish beings among people, what do you think the offering, the fruits and flower offering does? Right? But we know that Atlantis was destroyed with water, don't we? And where did what they made many stories. They took this out of there. I'm gonna show you. They took this. Look, huh? Let me see. Hold on. We got. What's this say?
This is Genesis chapter 9, verse 11. And I will establish my covenant with you, neither shall all flesh be cut off anymore by the waters of a flood, neither shall there anymore be a flood to destroy the earth.
So ain't no more. You ain't going to destroy the earth no more with no flood, right? Right?
That's right. That's right.
Hold on, because it sounds like the same story as Atlantis, right? But we know Cain. That whole story is the same story, but they talking about the different cycles and what happens in the cycles when the consciousness moves up and down. They just use these different people and different stories to show you this. Just like a second ago, he told you about in the age of Atlantis when it was a beautiful time. You know what I mean? That's what happens on this planet. There's an echo still. Shoot. All right. All right. Second, man, you got a different device or something?
Yeah, hold on.
Should we get a different device or something? We need you up here. So we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna get the microphones better situated. Okay. So during this cycle, look. It starts talking about how that was destroyed with flood, and it ain't gonna be destroyed with a flood no more. Huh? The next Jonah says, "But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire again, against the day of judgment and perdition of the ungodly men." What you don't realize is that's who that is. The fire. The fire. They're talking about the sun. They ain't talking about no lake of fire like they was trying to preach you fire and brimstone and all of that crap. They took that. I'm showing you clearly where they took all that stuff. These are old stories, acting like the Bible is some God's word. Are you tripping? Are you out your mind, man? That is some plagiarized, and it looks bony when you really go looking at it. It looks bony and dumb. It's so not on the bean at all. They did a lot to it, man. And if you dig into that, you will spell against yourself. That's the dark posing as the light, or the devil posing as the. There ain't no devil. Like my mom said, there ain't no devil. Ain't none of that. But yeah, ain't no devil. It's only light and dark, nothing else. The light and dark cycles. That's it. This ain't no damn global warming. You're tripping. We ready to go into it a little bit more though. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna go a little bit more into it. Okay, let's get it.
right. Tell me how I sound.
Oh, let's get the sound check before we get into this real quick. How's Sekhmet sound to y'all down in there? Sure can't be. That's right, Mom. How's she sound, y'all? Help me out here. Go ahead. Let me get a little mic check. 1 2 1 2. Echo still. Still an echo segment. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. We can't hear you. Microphone checker. Sighting still. Echoing still. We need a microphone checker, Mondusa. Fuzzy in the echo, but we're going to keep on going until she gets it squared away. It said, call may they be by the master who knows the white or the black. But only the white master may control and bind them while in the flesh. See? Seek not the kingdom of shadows, for evil will surely appear. For only the master of brightness shall conquer the shadows of fear. Know ye, oh my brother. So he's paying homage to you. He's like, listen to me, brother. He's trying to sit you down and saying, like, look, man, that fear is an obstacle. Excuse me. Know ye, oh my brother, that fear is an obstacle great. Be master of all in the brightness. The shadow will soon disappear. Hear ye and heed my wisdom. The voice of the light is clear. Seek not the valley of shadow, and light will only appear. So he's telling you, whatever dark brother you are, because they go on to start talking about like the dark brothers and things like that. Whatever dark brother you are dealing with, what is it? Anything. Eating a lot. Obsessive anything. Sex, drugs, alcohol, all of these things. You see what I'm saying? That's you feeding the flesh. That's why they call it spirits. You start drinking alcohol, what you think is going to happen? Yeah. But if you seek not the valley of shadow, and light will only appear. You see? You'll only have light, nothing else. This ye, O man, to the depths of my wisdom, speak I of knowledge hidden from man. Far have I been on my journey through space-time, even to the end of this cycle. You hear he starts talking about the cycle again. Glimpsed the hounds of the barrier, lying in wait for he who would pass them. In that space where time exists not, faintly I sense the guardians of the cycle. Excuse me. Faintly I sense the guardians of the cycle. Move they only through angles. Free are they not of the curved dimensions. Well, that debunks space right there. That debunks their, oh yeah, we went to the moon and all that crap. That takes that all the way off the board. Literally, you're talking to a real spacewalker. These were found on the pyramids of Mexico. If you ask a NASA scientist right now how they built the pyramids, he'll tell you they don't know. None of them. Get all of them together. See if they could come up with something. They don't know. They have no idea. If they did know, they'd be doing it and blasting off, because that's how you get to space. You can't use nothing else. There ain't no spaceship under the pyramid. The pyramid is a spaceship. Any star that it's under, you can astro project to. You can astro project to the star that it's under. We created the star there. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, you think I'm crazy? Really? Don't listen to me. Go read the Emerald Tablets. So he's telling you they exist in the angles. You can't drive straight through space. It has rules. This is telling you there are hounds of the barrier waiting for you to go past them in a straight line. Soon as you do, your soul will be cast through the cycle. It's going to tell you you'll be held till the next cycle. Watch. I think I'm playing with you. Second man, let me hear you.
Testing.
Yup, try it out. Here we go. Let's get, yup. All right, let's go ahead and rock out for this right here at least. See how that goes.
Once in a
Strange and terrible are the hounds of the barrier.
Strange and terrible are the hounds of the barrier. Follow their consciousness to the limits of space. Think not to escape by entering your body. For follow they pass through angles. Only the circle will give you protection. Safe from the law of the dwellers in angles.
You ain't got to just hear it from me. Yes, especially when you have been indoctrinated. You ain't got to hear from me. You can see right there. They say you can't go through angles. You can't just fly. Oh, how'd you get there? We just flew straight away to it. You can't do that. You can't do that. You have to move in curves. And he said, come back to your body. Didn't he? Did he say come back to your body? How are you going to come back to your body if you're in a spaceship? You can't. You can't. Let's keep going.
It said I'm still.
Okay, we got it. I got it. I got it from here. We're good. Raised them and gave the great bell cry, and that could be heard from cycle to cycle and moved through the space towards my soul. Fled I then fast before them, back from time's unthinkable end. But ever after me pursued they, moving in strange angles, not known to man. On the great shores of time-space. On the great shores of time-space's end, found I the hounds of the barrier, ravening for the soul who attempts the beyond. Fled I through circles, back to my body. fled, and I fast after me, they followed. Hey, after me, the devourers followed, seeking through angles to devour my soul. Do you hear what he's telling you? He's telling you he was spacewalking. He was spacewalking. And when he spacewalked, he had to move in the as like the snake moves. See how the snake moves? Snake can't be a dark energy. Don't move in those straight lines, never. You see it? Literally. Like a stream. Yep, that's why it's the naga. That's why your John, your kundalini is the snake. Everything is the snake. Everything is the snake. That's why. You want to move. You heard what he said, fled fast back to my body. He said, I got the hell out of there. He was like, hey, yo, they try to come after me. He said, hey, yo, everybody still do that still, yeah. He's telling you right here in ancient text, hey, cuz they was coming. When I rolled out, you ever got chased by something and then really wasn't getting chased, but you was scared and then you heard some more shit? You was, oh, shit. He was getting back. But he said, I fled through in circles and I got back in my body, man. He's telling you the how to explore outside of your body and what happens. So when you get out there, you can become a master of how to move there. You don't just fly a ship up there like these white folks done said. You can't do that. That ain't how you spacewalk, boss. You ain't jumping on no damn moon. What the hell? And you would only do an Avatar movie anyway if you did get into space. Ain't nobody letting you into no damn space. He said, I got the hell out of there, cuz. They was tripping. Hey, know ye, man, that the soul who dares the barrier may be held in bondage by the hounds from beyond time, held till the cycle is completed and left behind when the consciousness leaves. Now you hear what he said now. Now you heard what I said, right? If you dare the hounds of the barrier, you try and act like you're going to just go straight through. You think you're just going to fly a spaceship straight through and go to the moon. It just told you. Your soul will be captured and held until the next cycle, and then you'll get dropped off and left here. And that's what happened to a lot of people on different planets. We ain't the only planet that supports life. That's some old hogwash bullshit. Is there anybody out there? Is there life beyond the twinkling stars? Or are we the only ones? What? It's all life. Even the dark part you call space. It's all life. The whole thing's life. We created it. The hell? That's why you don't let them teach you nothing. Tells you right here. It tells you, hey, yo. Know ye, oh man, that the soul who dares the barrier may be held in bondage by the hounds of from beyond time, held till the cycle is completed and left behind when the consciousness leaves. So you'll be left to endure the dark cycle. Entered I my body, created the circles that know no angles. Mm-hmm. Right? Created the form that from my form was formed. Right? Made my body into a circle and lost the pursuers in the circles of time. But even yet, when free from my body, cautious ever must I be, not to move through angles, else my soul may never be free.
Mm.
Know ye, the hounds of the barrier move only through angles and never through curves of space. Do you see? There is no straight lines going through space. There is none. Space is curved.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is curved. Flat earthers. Only by moving through curves can ye escape them. For in angles they will pursue thee. O man, heed ye my warning. Seek not to break open the gate to beyond. Few there are who have succeeded in in passing the barrier. You ain't gonna do it. Don't even worry about doing it. He's telling you it's better to do what I'm about to show y'all. To the greater light that shines beyond. For know ye, ever the dwellers seek such souls to hold in their thrall. Listen now, O man, and heed ye my warning. Seek ye to move not in angles, but in curves. You see? And if while free from thy body, thou hearest the sound like the bay of a hound, ringing clear and bell-like through thy being, flee back to thy body through circles, penetrate not the mist before. You see? He's telling you. When thou have entered the form thou have dwelled in, use thou the cross and the circle combined, right? Which we know is the Ankh. Open thy mouth and use thy voice. Utter the word that thou shalt be free. Now, what word is that? This is the words that we need to. This is why I work on the funding that I try to work on. I work on trying to get a lot more push to our consciousness. It's obvious that I'm supposed to be doing this and going to retrieve our information and decipher it back to our people. And we need to figure out what those words and frequencies are. That's important, very important. Only the one who of light has the fullest can hope to pass by the guards of the way. And then must he move through strange curves and angles that are formed in directions not known to man. List ye, O man, and heed ye my warning. Attempt not to pass the guards of the way. Rather should ye seek to gain thy own light and make thyself ready to pass on the way. Light is thine ultimate end, O my brother. Seek and find ever the light on the way. And that's the Emerald Tablet 8. We have a couple other pieces of another tablet we're going to get into because that kind of correlates to this tablet. But that's a pretty heavy tablet. It talks about spacewalking. I told you, this ain't no game. It's dead serious. These are the spacewalkers. You want to listen to an astronaut or a real spacewalker, a person who built the pyramids. That's why they say, "Oh, you're pseudoscience, Earth." your pseudoscience, all of that stuff that you just be bringing up. This is off the emerald. This is off the damn pyramids, man. I didn't write that. That's off the pyramids, but I certainly identified with it. That's off the pyramids, people. Not of Africa either. Of Mexico. Yes. They try to hocus pocus shift the focus and act like this is, this is an African tale. And but I already showed in many ways that this stuff don't come from Africa, boss. In fact, let's get into that a little bit really quickly, shall we? How in the same emerald tablets, matter of fact. Why don't we do that right quick? And it go a little something again.
Don't forget to check out the links in the bio, y'all.
Do I even have those other ones? Oh, yeah, here we go. This is, I didn't do the whole tablet. I just showed you a piece of one of the other tablets. Here it is. This is what he says. Betray not my secrets to the men of the north or the men of the south, lest my curse fall upon ye. Certainly, I will not betray those secrets when I get them. You already know I'm not giving up none of those secrets when I get them, boss. None. The emerald tablets are for the consciousness to grow among men again. So grow among our people again. So that's absolutely things I can talk to you about. When we get into the real stuff, the real ancient things, I can't just give them to people. I'm going to have to barricade and hold some of that stuff until we get the next knowledge bringer, and then we can give it to him. But it shows you clearly, don't betray my secrets to the men of the north or the south. Why would he say that? Because we are the only lands that are set up in the north and the south hemisphere. We're the only lands. We're the only ones. You see? And in Mexico today, there is no east and west. There's only north and south. Yeah. When you go up in North America, you're either on the Pacific side or the Atlantic side, period. That's how it is. It was never no east, west, and all that. No. You get up to the north and you're going east and west. No. It wasn't like that. It was only north and south. Does Africa have that? No. There's an east and a west there. Always been an east and a west there. In Mexico today, if you ask them, is there a north, east and a west, and they'll say no. They'll tell you, ask the Mexicans. They'll tell you, ask the Mexicans, is there an east and a west in Mexico? And they'll say no. It's only a north and a south. Shows you the origin of this also. Shows you that this don't come from Africa. That's in the first emerald tablet. That's the first tablet. All right. That's the first emerald tablet. We can go into a little bit of it really quickly. We got a couple minutes. This is another tablet. It starts talking about Place in the center a ray of great potence, life-giving, light-giving, filling with power all who come near it. Place thy around it thrones, 32. Place of each of the children of light. I don't see. I don't know. I gotta get into the what's the name of this. Hold on. Let me see. Bathe in the radiance. Feel the light. Hold on. Let me see. Here we go. This is what I want right here. Their time after time placed they their first created bodies so they might be filled with the spirit of life. 100 years out of each 1,000 must the life-giving light flame forth on their bodies, quickening and awakening of the spirit of life. It starts going in. This ain't the receipt I want. This ain't it anyway. But I'm going to show you something else anyway. I got some more stuff for you. No worries. See, because the Aztecs, and the Maya talk about these types of things, the cycles. Go another document. See? As with floods or other disasters, there are many destruction by fire in global mythologies. In 8,140 began the era of the fourth sun. You see this? This is what it was called, which lasted to 5026, right? So that's about 4,000 years. Whatever that is. 4,014 years, right? Ended the last blood fire. Look at this. Come on. You see it? And ended with blood, fire, and hunger. That's the Aztecs. That's the Aztecs. And the Maya. That's the Maya. The Aztecs said it's 5 cycles. There ain't 5 cycles. There's more than 5 cycles. But here we go. Look. Look. There was a simultaneous creation of the world and the humans. This was the beginning of the age of the first sun, which lasted from 4,008 years and ended with the deluge. The men of the first sun were giants. To escape the flood, they transformed into fishmen. Thus ends the son of water. Now, we've seen some of that in some of the Sumerian Jones. You will see the guy with the fish body, and then he still got the bag and all of that. You've seen some of that stuff. So I'm showing you that this ain't no fallacy. People, they've been talking about this kind of stuff, the cycles and what happens during the cycles and all of that. It's not a fallacy. This ain't no, I'm not just making this up. Watch. This ain't conjecture. This is what's happening. Although bitter pills to swallow, these events may have occurred on August 13th of the year. Yeah, they don't know what the hell this is. But 3114 began the age of the fifth sun, right? Which is the sun we just left from. That was called the sun of movement, in the end of which we're rushing to. It lasted 5,125 years to finish. In a chaotic world. Do you see it? No other details. Unfortunately, see, they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you. But they knew that the fifth son was an evil son, like I just said. That's the Maya. The sixth sun brings the light cycle, ladies and gentlemen. Brings the light cycle, ladies and gentlemen. There it is, right there in your face. Straight up to your face. Straight up to your face, man. Now you see clearly that now what you're looking at today now is the resonance is moving. It's now throwing UVC radiation. You see, you can't stop that. You can't stop that. You're gonna realize why there was only melanated people on this planet at one point. Neuromelanated people. You're gonna see. This is happening and ain't no stopping it. They just had a bunch of deaths yesterday. Like, they not making this a big thing on the news, but people are dropping like flies out here. They think, oh, we can just stay in the house and it's just gonna be all right. No. It ain't gonna matter. Anytime anything, it's gonna be what the planet's frequency changes to. And every year it's gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And if you can't absorb it, it will get you out of here. You have to start for the people who don't have a lot of neuromelanin in them, but have because this is what matters. It don't matter about your skin. It matters about this. Or is your neuromelanin activated here? Can you understand the words that are coming out my mouth right now? Can you understand that? Can you get what I'm saying? The things that I just was teaching this evening. Can you get it? Yes or no? Do you have an inner monologue? Go ahead.
How do I sound, y'all? They told me to adjust my mic, the volume, so I went from 100 to 18. How do I sound, y'all? Blazer.
Yes, the hounds of the barriers are the guardians of these transitions. That's right. And they will hold your soul. You ain't just flying up to no moon. What the hell? Those hounds will get them angles like Fred Reed. Yes. Ed Reed, I meant. Yes. Peace, Nina. Try lowering the volume to stop the echo, maybe. You gotta talk more, second man. Do the shameless plug.
How do I sound? How do I sound, y'all? Here's a shameless plug. Hit the bio. Patreon.
We ain't been having a whole bunch of merch sales. Y'all gotta go get the merch sales so I can duet y'all's video when you got them. When you got the stuff.
When you wear them. That's right.
Be careful ordering triple X because they're big, boy.
They're for real.
They are
Triple X.
big. They're like 5X.
Unless
So
you
don't.
need them.
The other ones are regular size though, but they run big. The 3Xs. Don't get them. The 1X is regular size. The large is real good. Peace.
Thank y'all. Okay, so I sound better like this.
Cloud, no doubt. I got you. I'm gonna be on this platform a lot more. You know what I mean? I'll be on TikTok. Most people know me from TikTok, but I'm about to come over here because these dudes on here, they literally, the dude, Side Netter, I was on his thing. That dude, I was telling him, look, I said, yo, our people planted the Amazon rainforest. We've been here for hundreds of millions a year. It predate their African story trash. He said, what? Man, you know how the Amazon rainforest was planted? Birds. When he said that, I knew that we have a long way to go, ladies and gentlemen. That just blew my shit. I mean, I need to smoke. I need to get another down and upload. He blew my shit. I had to smoke a whole L to the face after he said that dumb shit. I said, damn. He said, we planted the Terra Preta. My Cash App is Earth, $ Earth Speak at the Earth Speaks. $ the Earth Speaks. Yep. There's only one of them. You're gonna be able to get right on there. And I appreciate the donations and I appreciate the financial support, y'all. We need it. We need to go to way more places, of course. You know, I need to be up in them Asian pyramids. I'm gonna play dumb too. Oh yeah, no. I never knew this. I didn't know. Oh no. They did? What? Oh my gosh. That is fascinating. What's wrong with you?
I just dropped the Cash App.
Yep, Cash App is the Earth Speaks. I appreciate y'all. But that man said, and that is homeboy, Side Netter Studio. I'll take any debate with any one of you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do a pay-per-view. Let's go pay-per-view. Let's go. Huh? But I want a juggernaut. I don't want no dude talking about this came from no birds and all that kind of shit.
It's 117 degrees in Arizona. Oh, peace, goddess. Peace, Davina. Am I too low? Comments.
Dang. Yeah, it's 117. Yo, it's like, see, but yo, this humidity, it don't feel like the same kind of humidity. Like the last humidity, it feel like you couldn't breathe. Like this one feel like I'm getting upgraded.
Recharging you.
Yeah, it's actually charging me up big time. I'm absorbing it big time. So Side Netter Studio dude gonna say the Amazon rainforest, the Terra Preta, was planted by birds. That's the funniest thing I ever heard in my life, yo. Wowzers. Like I was floored after I heard that. And then his homeboy doubled down with him. It was like, yeah, you can watch any National Geographic and see that. They had 1,300 people in there listening to that shit. I said, wow, man, we got a lot of work to do, man. Not on no ego tripping because, yo, bro, like, shout out to you doing your thing. Cool, do your thing. But, man, you are fucking that money up. That's why I'm like, damn, bro. I'll take any debate with any one of y'all. I'll wipe the floor with all of you. I'll take one after the other, Let's do the debate so you get the whole 5 minutes, say your whole thing, and then I'll break down what I got to say, and then shut your whole shit down. Shut your whole shit down. I literally won't come there with no literature. I'll just come there and listen to what you say and then show how that's bullshit. Just with the planet, using the planet. I don't even need nobody's literature, man. That's why I just did a video. We did a live stream on TikTok earlier. I don't need no literature. I don't need no literature. Yo, he said he said birds. Bruh.
The birds, I guess the birds pooped in.
He said the bird poop made the Amazon rainforest, y'all. Unreal.
People are searching for a way to understand.
That's true. When you say, so Africa don't have birds, right? Exactly. So Africa don't got no birds? Okay. Why did we plant the oldest rainforest on the planet? Birds did that shit. Damn, birds are pretty smart, ain't they? That's why I'm like, man, look, man, we can't let these people. He talking about National Geographic, that old white dude that's on there. You get your history from him? It's a sad day. You see, we are completely wandering in the wilderness.
Yeah.
It's a sad day when you get who you are from the National Geographic dude. That's how you educate yourself. He's the same dude who said, oh, just 50. And if you listen to those videos, he's going to say, just 50 years ago, we went to the moon.
It's over.
Just 50 years ago, we went to the moon. Birds pooped.
Yeah.
Birds pooped and brought the seed. They was seed pooping. So if birds migrate, how is there a rainforest? Sit and ponder that one. So we should have a lot of rainforest if it came to bird shit. If it came down to bird shit, we should have a fucking goddamn utopia forest in this motherfucker, because it's all on my motherfucking, it's all on my truck, it's all on the goddamn. You know what I mean? That is hilarious, man. That was the dumbest thing I ever heard in a debate, though. In a debate forum, I think that was the dumbest thing I ever heard out of Side Netter. And then, dog, like, my man's. The other dude, he had a whole thing on and everything. He had the dashiki on, man. We don't wear that shit over here. What the fuck? We got clothes. We don't get our clothes from the Swiss, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why you got a dashiki on, dumbass? We never wore that shit, man. You wear that over there because you ain't got no clothes. Still, you get your clothes from the Swiss, and the Swiss get their clothes from us. Been doing that. Been doing that, my mans. The river systems. You don't even got no river systems over there. See, you don't realize what river systems even do. You got like 8 systems over there. None of this comes from Africa. That's why I be trying to I'm like, hold up, brother. You ain't got no real systems over there, my guy. Look, my bad. Oops, shit. Look. The Americas. The Americas has more than 250,000 rivers, coursing over more than 3 million miles. Serving, this is very important, watch, serving as integral trade routes, borders, passageways, sewers, and sinks. You don't hear me though. You don't hear me though. That's how we didn't have disease here. We can distribute it. We can distribute the joint out the way. Some of our streams were for just washing our stuff. Some of our rivers was for the waste. Right? Huh? And the other ones was for what we drank. Do you know what's what? Let's see how many rivers Africa got, shall we? While we're at it. We might as well check out how many streams Africa got.
Don't forget to visit the bio, guys. I think I hear myself echo.
Africa, I got you. Let me pull up this here receipt right quick. Africa, right here for you. Gotcha. Here's Africa for you.
How many rivers is in Africa? I hope you get the gist, though. There are more than 7 rivers in Africa. Actually, there are over 67 major rivers in the African continent.
Okay. You got 67, my mans. That ain't enough. That ain't enough. That ain't enough. And your water supply, you got the longest river, which is the Nile, which we created when we came there because that continent was bony and it needed it. It's like a little bit longer. It's like maybe 100 miles longer, a little bit over 100 miles longer than the Amazon. The Amazon is the second longest, But as far as the largest, feeding the most, John, like dispersing the most water, Amazon got everything beat by it ain't even close. It's not even close. The Amazon River. But here we got the up in North America, we got the Rio Grande. People don't talk about that. We got the Rio Grande, we got the Mississippi, we got it all. We got it all. I just showed you. I just clearly showed you that this don't come from none of this. You don't got the water. You have 9% of the Earth's surface drinking water. 9. We have 54%. More than anywhere on the planet. More than anywhere on the planet. And I just showed you why. I can show you the map too. How about we do that for the people? How about we do that for the people? Show them a map of these things. I have a map somewhere in here. Yeah. Show you a map of the major Johns, y'all. And the little baby Johns, too. Come on, man. Come on, yo. Come on, yo. Come on, y'all. Let me help you. Let me get back. Let me get it right, yo. And all these little rivers, you see all these little rivers right here? This is all these little rivers. You see these little Johns right here? Some of them was for drinking, some of them was for sewage, and some of them was for washing our dishes and washing our ass. Look, you see the little baby blue Johns? That's all little rivers coming off of there, going throughout the whole continent, y'all. Going throughout the whole continent, y'all.
That's undeniable.
Huh?
I said that's undeniable.
That's undeniable. Let me show you some more. Now let's deal with Asia next. In case somebody try to come up here and plagiarize that, here go they rivers. Certainly ain't nowhere close to our Johnnies. I think Bangladesh has the most rivers on it, though, as far as like a country is. Like, not, I'm saying as far as like major rivers for them, they got 700 rivers on there, John. It's just that one place. But you can see they got a river in the major city here, right? River in the major city, Shanghai, right? Beijing got the major waterway. You see this, right, y'all? You look at the power grid of the planet, and it's going to help you do things and realize when you look at these rivers, you got to realize that we put these rivers here. You see what I'm saying? These are earthworks. They didn't just happen like that. See what I'm saying? We did that. You get what I'm saying? People think that, oh man, that just was a river. Nah. No. We made that work like that. We opened up an ancient stream and got that thing moving is what we did. Ancient well or something. That's what we did. I'm still a baby. I don't know all the answers, but we made all. I know we carved all of that. I know we made the S turn in the Nile River. We did all of that. We made the Nile River. You didn't just make the S turn. Right? We created all these earthworks, man. Many more things. Many more things. So I'm showing you. Africa.
In
In
the
the 70s,
70s, we were talking about the dashikis.
and the dashikis, there would be
Mhm.
two
There would
rainforests
be
due
two
to
rings.
migration. Africa didn't get built up yet. The consciousness fell before it got a chance to get built up. We are truly abundant. Yes.
If that's the case, it would be happening today. Birds planting random forests.
Exactly. The great plumbers. That's right. We the ones who did all of that. You don't see that in no Asia, certainly in no Europe. That's how they was catching all these diseases. They thirsty. That's why they getting diseases, y'all. Africa has
Africa
always
has.
had water insecurities. Yes. You see that? Peace. You see that? I ain't gonna play with you. Yes. Black Sea, what up, baby?
Peace, Black Seed.
Yeah, man. I'm showing you right there, man. I showed you a couple different ways. We went into the Emerald Tablets tonight and we like capped it off, had a little nightcap with showing you Africa. You don't even got no damn look. I just showed you got 67 streams. You got 67 rivers, Africa. You have 67, right? 67, right? Before we get into that, let's go into the John. Hold up, I got you. But they said they got 50. They said they got 67 rivers. I ain't even talk about South America yet, y'all. We ain't even get into South America. I just dealt with North American streams, y'all. Huh? South America has three important river basins. The Amazon, I don't know how to say this, in the Paraguay, it looks like.
Orinoco.
Ghana. The Amazon River Basin has an area of almost 7 million square kilometers, making it, 2.7 million square miles. So we have 3 million square miles of water filtration and all of that up in North America, and another almost 3 million down here, making it the largest watershed in the world. What is a watershed? An area or ridge or land that separates water flowing from to different rivers, basins, and seas. Talking about the different rivers that come off of it. An event or period marking a turning point or course of action, state of affair. You see. Let's keep going. Let's move over here. We already seen here that Africa, you
Elias.
got 67 major rivers. That's it. 67. 67.
Elias
Right.
is in the stream.
Elias, peace to Elias. What's up, Elias?
Peace, Elias.
And look, then you get into Alaska, because that's all us. That's all us.
You can even talk about rivers in terms of mathematics. For example, there are over 250,000 rivers in the United States that combine for a total of more than 3,500,000 miles.
So 2.7 million miles down South America. And what was the top? Segment?
What?
What was the top?
3,500,000.
3.5 million up top. 2.7, 3.5 sound like a hard 6.2. I ain't the greatest mathematician, man. I can do a little bit of that, tiny bit. I don't know if that's right or not, but it sounds right. 6.2 million miles of river in Atlantis. Huh? Africa, you don't got that. We have how many drones was it? 250,000 miles. Huh?
Oh, peace, Janine.
But this is what's important, because this is the other receipt to that. Look. 250, look. We got 250,000 rivers. You got 68 rivers, man. 67 rivers. We'll give you 100 rivers, man. We'll say 100. We'll just round you up. You have 100 rivers while we have 250,000 rivers. Okay? Coursing over 3 million miles, which we just found out it's more like 3.5 million. Right? Serving integral trade routes now. Borders, some of them was borders, some of them was trade routes. There's only 5 states in the Americas that don't have rivers as borders. You know that? Did you know that? Only 5. Routes, trade routes. So some of them are trade routes, not sewers, right? They're trade routes. Some they made some of them for trade routes, borders, passageways, sewers, and sinks, showing complete hygiene. Do you see any of that over there? No, you don't, boss. No, you don't, boss. Do you? No. I ain't dropped no video about that yet. That's going to be a diamond to the bike. We're going to put that to the bike. Feel what I'm saying? Shout out to my Floridians. But yeah, I got to drop something to show the origin at the end of all my stuff. I got to drop it. I ain't playing. We ain't going to play too many games. We're going to keep it pushing. I showed you. We got 6.2 million miles of rivers here. 6.2 million miles of rivers. Let me see what the African John actually adds up to. Does it even say? And that's, It's crazy. Who got the joint? Let's make this joint interactive. Who can bring me up the I don't even know how I did that. Who can bring me up the joint with how many miles of rivers are in Africa? That is tonight's question for the chat. How about that? We'll do it every night. We'll do a couple questions for the chat. See if we can get y'all interactive and get some of this knowledge flowing. I don't have a receipt, so I want you to get it for me. Can you do that? I would appreciate it if you do. How many miles of rivers in Africa? Yes. Who can get me that knowledge? That's beautiful. How many rivers? How many miles of rivers? Like how many? What's it equal in total? We got that in the chat. How we feel about that question? That's a hard one. I know. That's not an easy one to find. It ain't going to just give it to you. You got to do a little bit of, it's not going to be right on the surface. They're going to make you dig. Because they barely want to tell you the 67 Jones. Elias. Is that the answer, Elias? Yes. Elias. What up, Elias? Okay, 10,000. Fair. Sounds like a fair 10,000. Can we get a confirmation? So they can't say we lying. Let's get a confirmation. And the confirmation, yes. Oh, okay, that's Elias confirming himself. Did anybody else look? But he had, okay, Elias, we go, of course, he's the God. But just in case we have a naysayer up here, we'll get a confirmation. If we can have another, any more confirmation, that'd be cool in the chat. But we have right now, so it's 10,000 miles. We have a double down from Elias, and we're going with that double down. 10,000 miles. Meanwhile, we have 6.2. Look, we'll give you the 2. You want 200,000 miles? Okay, you can have the 200,000 miles. We still have 6 million miles of rivers more than you. 6 million. That's why our whole lands, both sides, are green. Green. It's only a couple of the states that are like dry because they took the redwoods out of them. And that's how we had a lot of the drones running through some of them areas that ran that stuff. Thank you. She, what up? I appreciate you. Thank you. Elias. Yes, he confirmed that 10,000. Yes. We're good. We'll get the good. Elias is the god of that knowledge. Trust me. He ain't gonna currently searching the way it looks. I don't see it going past that. Right. Don't see it going past 10,000. You don't see Africa's rivers going past 10,000 K, do you? In the whole continent. Right. You can't fuck with either one of our continents, Africa. As far as production wise, on nothing, no levels. Sorry about your luck, bud. That's a fact. We love you, but we gotta start loving on our own continent. We won't be loving on our own continent. Okay. Damn. Look, here they go, y'all. Here they go. Here they go. They dropping them now. Look, currently certain shit. Okay, we talking cloud 9. I got 10,007. He was right. Yes. Kilometers? That ain't miles.
Yeah. Yeah, he says keep going down to 6,800.
Okay, kilometer. Yeah, I got a little over 10,000 as well. Yep, lies is correct, of course. 6,800 miles. Let me ask you a question. In anything, in water, right? But this is water. This is the most like one of the most sacred things on the planet. Do you want 6.2? 6.2 meaning 6,200,000 miles of water, or do you want 6,800? Do you want $6,800, or do you want $6.2 million? Do you want 6,800 cars, or do you want? You see, it ain't. I mean, and anything, my man's. You too bony be acting like you a mom. You ain't got the streams. You ain't got the hygiene. You can't. If you fart, that thing gonna stay around in your house for 6 months. You better, yeah, babe. It's gonna stick around in your jeans for a long time. First, then it's gonna hang around in you. Because it's disease, it don't got nowhere to go. Ain't no filtration. You ever been around a body of water before? Ever been around a body of water? Air flows there, doesn't it? Doesn't air, isn't it more windy down by the beach? Isn't it?
It is.
Right? Yeah. You don't got none of that going on. You hot as fuck. Laughing in bathtubs and farting your ass off. You don't got no filtration system. You don't have none of that. How is you gonna be doing any of this stuff? How are you the mom or something, bro? Tell me. I would love to know. You not. Let me see. Here we go. Let's go. It's 12 major rivers. It's a little over 10K. Up there it is. Nina. 4 major rivers in Africa, Congo, 20, Zambia. Congo. Okay, Congo is the, okay.
11,350.
Nile is the biggest river is the longest river on the planet, but it don't serve the most area. See, you see, it don't serve the whole continent like Amazon does. Thank you, Mom Dukes, for that. The receipts hit different. Yes, they do, Cloud9. Yes, they do. They can barely feed the elephants. Exactly, because them elephants got trapped over there. That's why they still running back and forth trying to get the fuck out of there. They running back and forth, side to side, each continent, and it's hanging over, and asking the matriarch up front, hey, you remember where that water was? And come back over there. Oh shit, that lake ain't there no more. Oh, but we got to dig, and elephants, they'll dig. They'll start digging for the water. And they'll dig up old ancient mud holes on Africa. That's how long they've been there. How long you think these people been to these animals been there? They waiting for that bridge to open back up, and they're gonna migrate their ass back over here again. They're gonna get the fuck out of there. 6.2 million. Yo, that's crazy. One river, LA to New York City, and the rest of the continent get the leftover. Imagine every city next to the river. Exactly. And that's how it is. And that's exactly how it is, too. Yeah, man, we sitting on the mother, man. Let's go. Just like the turtle poop, people. Ah! Second round, like, damn, they had to bring back the poop. And the earth is just going right in. Well, hey, man, because it matters. That's how you keep on having diseases. If you can't even get a fart down the stream, how you going to get some poop out the way? Yeah, man. You can't even, how you going to do it? There are 14 million gallons of water in Africa in any given day. Yeah, but is this surface drinking water we're talking about? Oh, I'm screaming. It's crazy, right? 14 million, nah, how? What the hell? The elephants in Africa drink 10 million gallons of water a day. What? What the hell? That's why it's bony, because they was trying to get off there. They need to get the elephants off there, then they can make and do something. Bring them back over here, man. Come on.
Mind you, this is no
Right. Because they know how to do it. They dig up the ancient water holes and stuff. They know how to do that. Yeah. I love my gods and goddesses. We love you back, buddy. That's why Escobar, Hippopotamus started reproducing like crazy. They love the rivers in Colombia. Yeah, exactly. They start going wild over there. Them hippopotamuses. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all coming in, man. This was a pretty good live stream, pretty cool live stream, man. I enjoyed myself. At the end, we got to show the rivers. I didn't know if we was gonna have time to do it, but we ended up being able to dip into it. But yeah, man, that's just more evidence to show, ladies and gentlemen. That's another video that I'm certainly going to be dropping, and that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody that came in tonight, man. We had a good time. Did y'all have any questions? If we got any questions in the stream, feel free to just drop them real quick. We're going to do a couple of minutes for questions. If you have any questions, if you have anybody that you want me to go debate, set it up. Put it in the chat. And go tell that person, yes, I want to do it. I'm down. I'm there. So you got, I'm co-signed. You co-sign. Yes. Yes. Origin story. Yes. Go get them. I always put that out on every one of my live streams and everything. You want to keep this consciousness flowing and talking about we this and talking about we that. Okay. Stand on your content. Don't kick me out the box and act like I'm crazy. Let me finish my sentence. Don't talk over top of me. And let me say what I need to say. Because these people are not looking at these things. They're not letting the earth speak. You see? That's why I showed you that. Did we show that? We ain't go through the whole bunch of literature at the end, did we? When we was doing the jump? Nah. After the Emerald Tablets, nah. We just go into what the earth looks like, right? We went into the rivers, the ancient sacred waterways, and what they did for us and how they helped us. We washed our dishes in some of them. our waste went in some of the other ones, right?
Can you pull up the last comment just in case anybody else was still looking for the Cash App?
Yeah, we appreciate all the financial support, man. We really do, because we need to go to these places. Bottom line, I'm going into the Yucatan soon, so I'm gonna see what I can see down in there where I'm going, and maybe I can get some my bearings and go, because I need to go down in Chiapas. But this is my first time down in there, so I'm just gonna get my bearings down in there. I'll be down there for a few days, and like that, like that. Is part of them missing? What's that, Elias?
I give this
I appreciate that, Blazer 71. Thank you. Give you a thumbs up too, bruh. Creatrix J, what up?
Peace, guys.
Thank you. What was the question Elias asked?
Is part of them missing? So a part of the tablets missing is what he was asking.
It's more relaxing over here than TikToks. Yeah, it is.
Ain't nobody coming.
Elias, like, it's more relaxing and chilled out. Like, Earth can just go ahead and start talking and just teach, because people over on TikTok are, I want to see over here. We got like 33 people over on TikTok. It's wild over there, man. Like, goddamn.
Hundreds.
We was up in the 300s earlier, but it's like a straight, like, people that are acting crazy. They don't like when I do this. Now it's like getting big, and like my name is getting big on that platform. So they like, dang, they like, they don't know what to say. They're like, yeah, mom's white. They're like, hey, this man, this that. They are upset. They are upset, y'all. Oh my
They out of gas when they go to the mama now.
They don't have nothing, you know what I mean? So that's just, you know what I mean? And then they try to dox me and found out my mom's line goes back to some ancient lines. They're like, all right, what up? She white right there. Give this the thumbs up. Thank you, Blazer. Okay, the tablets. The land of milk and honey, you said it, she.
That's right.
When we go on to the Yucatan, I know, right? Here we go. As soon as I get back from over there, see, I got a prior engagement I have to do over there also. So while I'm down there, you'll be able to start streamline products and more lives you.
The more lives you do.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But I don't want to listen. I don't. People know me. Look. I don't play. I'm not streamlining nobody's product, and if I don't rock with it, if it don't fit for my people and my walk, it don't align with my walk, I won't have it on here. I've been on this platform for I don't know how long. I got some T-shirts and stuff you can go get. You know what I mean? I don't have nobody's products yet until we start figuring out what is really, because I want to find out what's a good toothpaste and like deodorant options, things like that. You know what I mean? Toiletries and things like that. Maybe toilet papers, things like that. Simple stuff. I don't want to get that stuff from them no more. How do I get that from you? And at a good price, not where you're killing me. Where it's like, oh, I gotta deal with my people, but I gotta freaking get killed to do it. You know what I mean? Like, how do we make this affordable? How do we do it? How do we do it, y'all? Come on, we're the ones who did this to begin with. Hatred, speech is corruption of the soul. It sure is, brother. 100 years ago, the sons of Cortez started a war to find them. And now this new son, if I'm not mistaken, Elias, marks the end of Cortez, right, brother? The sixth sun will mark the end of Cortez, and it's here. They can't. Well, the Fertile Crescent, the Fertile Crescent will mark the end of Cortez, which we had a couple months ago, and I went outside and deciphered it and showed that that's the Fertile Crescent, not some landmass that they try to plagiarize our teachings again, and the universe gave it to me again, y'all. I can't mess with Mississippi. They can't mess with Mississippi. Yup. Atlantis is still here, man. Yes. They just covered up the canals with waterways. And yes, they did. Exactly. Building the Maya train. Let's go. I want to get on that Maya train, man. Me and Elias, y'all got to send me to go hang with Elias. That's what you got to do. Because he know the ancient stuff, and he gonna take me to places that I wouldn't be able to normally get into. You know what I mean? So this time I can't get with Elias that when I'm down in the Yucatan, but Elias is down there. He's out in the west coast of the area, so we could go like Mexico City from there and take the Maya train all the way through. Now they made the Maya train. It's about to be on and cracking, y'all. I don't care. I'm not scared, y'all. Like all these people be scary, dog. I'm not scared. I will be back here. I will come back. I ain't tripping. I ain't scared about none of that stuff, y'all. So that's why we need the different funding and stuff like that. Because we're not getting no funding. Like, I don't know, last year we had it's been a couple months since I had any kind of, I think we made like $600 on TikTok or something. But I used that $600, went to New York, went to Washington, D.C., all that. And I found the Sumerian tablets. I deciphered those. Went to Washington, D.C., went through all of that stuff, man. Brought back a lot of stuff with all that. It was $600. I did something priceless with that. Literally deciphered the whole thing. It's crazy. These people got $1 million budgets, don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? This train has been having problems for quite some time getting finished. They got all sorts of reasons. Of course, because the new Elias, where you at, man? Come up in the thing and talk about the train. The people want to know about that train. Benny Keys knows about it. I want to go too. Not this time. You ain't gonna be able to go this time because I got a pertinent situation I have to do down there, and I'm gonna be hung up the whole way for a lot of the situation. But there is gonna be you're gonna be overweight after that trip. Oh man, I'm gonna be eating like crazy. But there's gonna be times when I go that I can't eat nothing. See what I'm saying? Because I want the knowledge. You know what I mean? And you have to have like 3 days where you don't eat nothing, and then they'll give it to you. You know what I mean? You can go there and touch the situation and then come back. You'll upload it into you. And then when you come back, if you take that 3 days, they'll give you the knowledge. See? That's what happens. I'm telling you. I promise you. We can do support. Yes. You see? Okay, yeah. Then we're gonna take the travel, and I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna talk to those beings because I know I have an understanding. I ain't gonna feel like I ain't gonna be scared. I ain't scared of it. I know that that's what I belong in doing that. I belong in there. Where that takes you. I know. I don't know. I know about it or something. It's weird. It's a weird thing. But I don't feel no fear about it. I'm just nosy. It was like Vatican City for the Mayas. Yes, exactly. Yeah, okay. Okay, Betty Keys. Word. We going. Not this time. The next time though, we got to get more funding. I don't have enough funding, or I would probably try to stay down there for an extra 4 days, but I don't have the funding to do it. So I only had the funding for 4 days, and that was my own funding. I think I got like from the TikTok gifts and stuff like that, maybe an extra $200, 300, 250. But we paid for the ticket and all that, and the room and all that kind of stuff. So we good, man. How they do astral travel under a different spectrum. That's right. Exactly.
Earth. Can you let them know who somebody said Wicks, watch your mouth?
Report me 6. Good. I'm Earth's mother. Yeah, that's my mom. Take it easy. That's my mother.
Yeah.
So, and she has an ancient bloodline. We're gonna go over that, John, in the Discord. We're gonna do like a video, John, in the Discord where we can drop some receipts, because I ain't just gonna be put my mom's on like that. But we have do some private conversations. When we get the whole thing done, then we'll do some more things. But her John go back to the R1. I'll say it goes back to the R1, the B1, and the B2.
They need
Go
to
look
be
at
in
what
the
that is.
Discord
Go look at what that is. Go look at what the R1, the B1, and the B2 is. I'll say that. That's what my mom's line goes back to. Blew my damn mind. Yo, my mom's line is the craziest. Yo, wild. So, yeah. Yes. I heard, Mom. Oh, much gratitude, goddess. We appreciate y'all. Thank you, man. Thank you. Showing love to my
Courtney,
mom.
you better apologize to Earth Mama.
Why? What'd he say?
To watch your mouth.
Me?
No, to your mom. He didn't. Your mom, he didn't know that was your mom. He thought it was somebody coming in here doing something weird.
Nah, that's my mom. She gets
That
to
is
say
his
whatever she
mom.
wants. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Don't see how I know. When I was a police, the hellish beings were being summoned from below. Benny, you in the Discord, right, Benny?
In the Discord, you can talk to
Benny, you got
later.
why you wasn't in the stream when we did the stream, Benny? Come in the stream, brother. So we can talk, and I want to talk to you about that stuff. We can't really go into it up in here.
Boy.
It don't matter what color your mom is, Franklin's ancestors are giving you the knowledge is all that matters. Divine, honest, that's real. It don't matter. It don't matter. The fact remains that I am reading the hieroglyphics easily. Straight up. They are, and not just the hieroglyphics. I read the universe. I read the Fertile Crescent right in front of everyone, right there. No bullshit. And the planet alignment. Brought it in. They gave it to me. They showed it to me. It was like do the offering on the planet alignment. We did a planet alignment. We did an offering on the planet alignment that stretched all the way across the country, all the way on the West Coast, the whole West Coast, into Canada, and into South America, and the whole East Coast. Yeah. Then when we did the solstice offering, that John did the same thing, even bigger, hundreds and hundreds of people. And that went all the way into Germany, into Ukraine too. Cleansing these lands, boy, they can't get no. So when they try to do the blood sacrifice on them lands, and we put it heals them. It's going to heal that land. Y'all have to go do it. That's why I'm here, man. You have to go do, you know how they do the call to the offering? Oh, they start putting on that the organ. They call the Jeebus right at the end. You know what I mean? You got to get called the Jeebus at the end. You know what I mean? Well, this is my call. I need you to go and plant. I ain't gonna bring you up in front of all the congregation like them pastors be doing. Not yet, anyway. I'm saying, but we need you to plant, man. We need you to not just plant, but we don't need you to plant. We don't need you to plant to have food. We need you to plant to heal the earth. We need you to plant in dedication to the sun. We need you to plant, and we need you to get ashes. Use your ashes, and you do an offering to a tree. Can we do that? Huh? Huh? I'm riding for you, Earth and Rashad Jamal. I appreciate you. Yo, I appreciate you. Report me, God. I'm in Massachusetts. I did it. I know you did, Nina. I know you did. We had that thing all the way up and down the John. Yo, we was acting crazy. And our next one gonna be even crazier. And we're gonna do an all together, John. That's why I said everybody go to the Discord. Go to the Patreon, sign up for that. Get you a t-shirt while you at it, because we got the links in the John. And you're automatically signed up for Discord, man. Come on over there so we can do some more good, so we can really plan things and do stuff. I'm not going to be planning things on the YouTube and TikTok. We ain't going to do it. So y'all might as well forget about that. So if y'all want to be in on those kind of trips or stuff, you need to be over there. $5. It's like a pack of blunts, man. Come on, man. A month. Not every day. Just a month, man. Chichen Itza is always the site for the great ball court. Man, that's what gets my heart pumping. That's what gives me the I'm ready, yo. I'm ready. So yeah, y'all go over to the Patreon, order you a t-shirt for the summer. You know what I mean? Support the cause in that way. If you don't want to, I ain't giving you shit, Earth. I ain't giving you a goddamn penny. Oh, you got a t-shirt? I'll buy a t-shirt from you, though. I got a sweater, flip-flop. Would you,
Flip-flop.
some people don't want to do, you don't want to, but you're going to realize one day, y'all going to realize that helping me push this consciousness is the most important thing on this planet. The more people we get to this collective, what I'm telling you, and doing those offerings, those plant offerings, it's the truth. So the truth is the fastest vibration on the planet. It's the light, and it's bringing in the light cycle. It's literally helping the sun. It's giving the sun something to connect to. You get what I'm saying? It's another vibration on the planet that the sun's connecting to, but it's an offering to it. Come on, y'all. I'm trying to tell you what that is. That literally stomps out any blood sacrifice and bullshit they're doing. Any of that communion. Remember, the Catholics do fucking communion every goddamn Sunday. So if you ain't offering it twice a week, at least, come on, man. Come on. And I ain't talking about me passing around no offering plate neither. I'm talking about offering fruits and flowers to the planet, not in a fashion where you trying to take food to a market, but as an offering to pay homage to our planet, to our universe. You can give water offerings. If you're next to a river, like you got a river in your area and you like to sit next to or something, bring some fruits and flowers down to it and drop the fruits and flowers as an offering to that river. Your intention is everything, man. You got to realize what will happen, man. You will clean, they're dumping shit in these rivers, man. You're going to cleanse that river. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to help me. Like, it ain't going to be just me teaching the ancient knowledge, man. We have to apply these things. You got to help me get back to it, and you got to help me plan it. And the things that I bring back to our community, we have to do. We can't just be like, oh, that's cool. Keep swiping. Your thumb is so strong right now. Your thing is you got a He-Man thumb. I'm telling you, man, you gotta realize what you here for, man. Damn, you gotta help me. So you gotta help me. Period. That's it. God damn it. Your pastor, when he was passing around that offering plate, you didn't mind. But when you actually having to physically do something, man, you got to get out your comfort zone, man. I need you doing that. The consciousness needs you doing that. When? Tomorrow, tonight. Do it tomorrow when the sun rises. That's the best time to do it. Tomorrow when the sun rises. We need to start that milpa planting, yes. We need to take the national parks back over. I know that's going to happen. Don't worry about it. This thing about to be a heaven. This about to be what they call heaven. Watch, you're going to see. We almost built up the whole planet in the heaven. We almost did. We can fill in those rivers in China. There's some work for us to do in this next consciousness. We can fill in those rivers, make more rivers in China. You see the work we got to do. Make more rivers so they got sewage and all that kind of stuff. Bring out more lands out of the ocean. You see, we didn't bring out all the lands. There's more lands in the ocean we can bring out. Y'all don't realize that. The earth is overpopulated. Yes, we connecting on my bad. We connecting to everything, yes. Because that's what's going on now. We regenerate our avatar body. That's right. Kenneth, talk to him, please. Somebody tell somebody else, please. Benny, that would be an epic God. Yes, Benny. We're going to do mass Johns on all of us together. We're going to get that together. All of us together, when they pollute a river, we're going to go mass offer on that river. When can we start doing that? So let's go, man. Yes, exactly. So I appreciate everybody that came in this evening, man. Thank you to Sekhmet. I know she's on the microphone is not working right this second. We're gonna figure out the technical difficulties. I promise. But nonetheless, we appreciate you. She's the glue, holds a lot of this stuff together right here. So I appreciate you coming in. Before we get going, we want to pay divine honors to the universe, divine honors to the sun, divine honors to our ancestors, divine honors to our beautiful planet, and as always, peace to the gods and the goddess of our universe.